जया गिरिवराधा धारी जया यशोदनंदना जया व्रजजनरंजना जया जया व्रजजनरंजना जया यशोदनंदना जया व्रजजनरंजना जया व्रजनरंजना जया यमुनातीरवनचारी जया कुंज विहारी वनचारी जया जया यमुनातीरवनचारी जया कुंज विहारी जया कुंज विहारी जया राधा माधवा जया कुंज विहारी जया कुंज जया राधा माधवा जया कुंज विहारी जया कुंज विहारी जया गोपी जन वल्लभा जया गिरिवराधरी जया गिरिवराधरी जया गोपी आभा गिरिवराधारी गिरिवराधारी जया राधा माधवा जया कुंज विहारी जया जया कुंज हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Gorahari, Nitai Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Nandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gorahari, Patita Pavana, Gorahari, Jaya Radha, Radhanath Radha, Radhanath Sri Radhe, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Sri Radhe, Radha Madhava, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Govardhan, Jaya Goranitai, 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 Jaya Goranitai, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Guru, Gurudev, Gurudev. Jam Shpad Paramsa Parivraj Kacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divan Grace of Charnarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swamarad Prapad Ki Jai, Ananda Kodi Vaishnava Vrind Ki Jai, Namacharya Slardas Thakur Ki Jai, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasad Gaur Bhaktand Ki Jai, Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shama Kundu Radha Kundu Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai, Sri Sri Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai, Sri Sri Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to assembled deities, all glories to assembled deities, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste. Yasyanubhavamakala sutisaramekam Adhyatmadipamati shitam tamundam Samsarinam karunaya Purana Guyam Tamyasasunumupayami Gurum Muninam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tato Jayamudiraya Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtike Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om should be recited how? Bring the voice sound from the navel, not just lips. You really feel, enjoy. Feel the difference. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we will discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 14th chapter, the story of King Vena, text 21, 22, 23. There, I don't think there is printout is there in that. Is there printout is there? I don't think. These verses are not there. Are they? Arbal? Are they printout? I don't think verses are there. Swami? Yesterday I was checking. 13, 14, okay. No. Yesterday I didn't see this one. Okay, fine. Good. Tam sarvalokamarayang sangraha Trimayam Dravyamayam Tapomayam Yogno Vinchayate Yajato Bhavayate Rajan Swadeshananarodhamarrasi. Dear King, the Supreme Personality Godhead, along with the predominating deities, is the enjoyer of the results of all sacrifices in all planets. The Supreme Lord is the sum total of the three Vedas, the owner of everything, and the ultimate goal of all austerity. Therefore, your countrymen should engage in performing various sacrifices for your elevation. Indeed, you should always direct them towards the offering of the sacrifices. Yagnena shmadvishate dvichadivi Vitagamani nasurav kalohare Svishta sutashta pradishanti vanchitam Taddelanam narhasi viracheshtitam. When all the Brahmanas engage in performing sacrifices in your kingdom, all the demigods, who are the plenary expansion of the Lord, will be very much satisfied by their activities and will give you your desired result. Therefore, O hero, do not stop the sacrificial performances. If you stop them, you will disrespect the demigods. 23. It is there in your paper. Vena uvacha balisha batayuyam ma adharmi dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva jaram patim upasate. Vena uvacha balisha batayuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva jaram patim upapasate. Vena uvacha balisha batayuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva jaram patim upasate. Vena uvacha balisha batayuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva jaram patim upasate. Balisha batayuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva dharam padimupasati. Vena uvacha balishabata yuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva dharam padimupasati. Balishavana yuyam va adharme dharmamanina ye vrittidam patim hitva dharam padimupasate. Mataji. Padim hitva dharam padimupasate. Venaha, King Vena, uvacha, replied, Balisha, childish, Bata, oh, Yayam, all of you, Yuyam, sorry, not Yayam, Yuyam, all of you, Va, indeed, Adharme, in irreligious principles, Dharma manina, accepting as religious, all of you, Vrittidam, providing maintenance, Patim, husband, Hitva, giving up, Dharam, paramour, Patim, husband, Upasate, worship. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. King Vena replied, you are not at all experienced. It is very much regrettable that you are maintaining something which is not religious and are accepting it as religious. Indeed, I think you are giving up your real husband who maintains you and are searching after some paramount to worship. Purport. King Vena was so foolish that he accused the saintly sages of being inexperienced like small children. In other words, he was accusing them of not having perfect knowledge. In this way, he could reject their advice and make accusations against them, comparing them to a woman who does not care for her husband, who maintains her but goes to satisfy a paramour who does not maintain her. The purpose of this simile is apparent. It is the duty of the Kshatriyas to engage the Brahmanas in different types of religious activities. And the king is supposed to be the maintainer of the Brahmanas. If the Brahmanas do not worship the king, but instead go to the demigods, they are polluted as unchaste women. Om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshunmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Mukam karoti vachalam pangham langhayate girim yat krupatamaham bande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyamishwaram Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadate Swapadantikam. This prayer is for whom? For whom we are praying? I said couple of times. For Rupa Goswami. We are followers of the Rupa Goswami. So Vandiyam, this Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam We are offering prayers to Rupa Goswami. Then after that, entire Guru Parampara. Prabhupada writes very nicely in the preface to the nectar section. We are the Rupanugas, followers of Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami and Jiva Goswami both appeared to Prabhupada while Srila Prabhupada was in Radha Damodar temple before going to USA. Then they advised what to do, what. Then after that, Srila Prabhupada departed for USA. So Prabhupada writes, we are the followers of Rupa Goswami. All the 6 Goswamis got their own followers. Okay. So we are following Rupa Goswami. That's why most of the books what we read, Rupa Goswami. Okay. All acharyas we can read, but we are following. We have to know it. When you are offering the prayer, we have to know whom we are offering prayers. Okay. Next whole Guru Parampara. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanta Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunata Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vachaccha Deshatarani He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vachastale Kostubham Nasagre Varamoktikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Sulalitam Kanthe Chamuktavali Gopastri Pariveshtito Vijayate Gopala Chodamani Dheyam Sada Paribhavagna Abhishtadoham Tirthaswadam Shiva Viranchunutam Sharanyam Vrichartham Pranatapala Bhavabdhipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Sri Radha Radhanath ki jai, Viraj Govardhan ki jai, Gaurahari ki jai. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hearing of Bhagavatam, whether we understand or not understand doesn't matter, but hearing Bhagavatam is the most important aspect of the life of the devotees. Srila Prabhupada has given all the process required for liberation from the material existence. As Lord Brahma says, Srunvan Grunan Samsutiyanta Chintayan Namani Rupani Cha Mangalani Cha Kriyasiyascha Charanaravindayo Avishta Chetana Bhavaya Kalpate. Lord Brahma says, how one can get out of this material existence? Srunvan, one should hear the pastimes of the Lord. Gunan, then we glorify it. If you don't hear from someone, how can you glorify? Prabhupada said that hearing, Sravanam, is the most important. Among the 9 processes of the devotional service, most powerful is Sravanam. Each and every process capable of liberating the jiva from the material existence. But after them, most powerful, beneficial is the hearing. Only when we hear, we understand. We can say, I am reading every day. Yes, reading. But what you are understanding? I may be reading, my mind must be somewhere moving in London, America, Bombay. But when you hear, we got the doubt can be cleared also. So hearing, then when you hear, Prabhupada said, one who hears, he can also talk about. Then Grunanti we have to tell. Smaranti, after that hearing, what did the class said? After that we start to try to remember it. Then Chintayan, one should contemplate on that pastime. Yes, he said, okay, but what does it mean? Why are you saying so? So one should contemplate on that one, on the topic. When we contemplate on the topic, then we get into the deep into understanding the pastimes of the Lord. Janma karma cha me divyam evam eveti tattvataha. Lord says, not that just hearing Krishna's pastime, how Krishna appeared, how he did pastime. No. One should understand tattva philosophically. Then one will not come back to the Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamet bhavat. So how to understand the tattva? Tattva means truth, philosophically. Hey, Krishna did kill the Kaliya. What does it mean? Why did he kill? What Krishna want to give us lesson? The tattva can be understood only by the bhakti. There is no other way, not by the reading. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita two places, 1154 and 1855. Bhaktyatananya shikkas aham evo vidorjana jnatum drashtum tatatvena pravishtam cha paratapa. Only by the process, bhaktatva means only, no other process. Only by the bhakti process, one can see me, understand me in tattva, philosophical truth, then you come to me. So that Bhagavata, any chapter, we have to try to understand properly. Okay? So, purpose is the only, as I was telling, that one should hear, and what is the fourth one? Four we have done it. Hearing, glorifying, where you get the opportunity, okay? Then remembering pastimes, then contemplating on the pastimes, then one should engage in service of the Lord with the body. Kriyasu yastat charanaravinda. Kriya means engage in the body in the service. The one who engages in this five, he will not take birth again. Because when you engage in service of the Lord by thought, word and deed, that's fully you are engage yourself in service of the Lord. So Lord will be very pleased. This devotee is serving me in all his respect, fully surrendered to me. And Srila Prabhupada has also given us this hearing of Bhagavatam every day. You don't find any other organization, religious organization, where the Bhagavatam goes on regular, except Vrindavan. Vrindavan is different land, you forget. Any mutt you go, in the morning, people will be talking about that. Other than that, you go anywhere that the regular Bhagavatam class or Bhagavad classes are there in any of the mutt, all the sampradayas. The only ISKCON Srila Prabhupada established such a wonderful procedure. In the Padma Puran, where the glories of the Bhagavatam is mentioned, Mahatya, third chapter, the Chatushkumara, sons of Lord Brahma, known as the Kumara, Chatushkumara, Sanat Kumar, elder brother says that, the one who reads the one verse, if you don't have to read one verse, half verse, if you don't have the time, 10 seconds to read one verse, at least read 5 seconds, half verse. He says that you will get liberated. Can you imagine? Even if you don't do that bhakti, but if you read every day, regularly prescribed time, niyam, he says that you will get liberated. I was thinking how it is possible. If you read one verse a day, in 1 year, how many verses we can read? 350 around, is it? 360. And for 1000 verses, how much time it takes? 3 years. Is it? How many verses are there in Bhagavatam? 18,000 verses. If you read Bhagavatam whole, one verse a day, it will take 54 years to read. If you are reading punctually in the prescribed time way, 54 years regularly, can't you get liberated? Every word in the Bhagavatam is the word of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Veda. What is Veda? Words spoken by the Supreme Lord is the Veda. And Bhagavatam, every word is words of Lord Krishna. You may say, oh, but Vyasa Maharshi, who is Vyasa? The literary incarnation of Krishna is Vyasa Maharshi. Huh? So when you read one verse and one gets liberated. Here also, that's why Srila Prabhupada is wonderfully given it. Every day there is one verse we can read. Not only read, we can also recite. Huh? Wonderful provision is given. Given us hearing Bhagavatam, reciting Bhagavatam, serving the Lord, serving Vaishnavas, taking the blessings of the Lord. You don't find this opportunity any of other organizations. You go and see it. Hare Krishna. So, this chapter is going on. When all the sages headed by the Bhrigu Maharshi, who installed Vena, though unqualified, because of the existing situation, they enthroned him as a king. After King Anga, his father, left the kingdom without telling anyone. Then there was no king, therefore, to maintain the law and order they installed, though he is unqualified, because from the childhood he is a very cruel person, never followed dharma, never listened to his father even. But there was no other alternative. But when he became king, he said that nobody will do the worship of the Supreme Lord. Nobody will perform the yajnas. This pastime relates to the Satya Yuga, not to Kali Yuga. Okay? The Satya Yuga, everyone, the Brahminical quality, ever living entity. So, the Brahminical quality starts from the performing yajna, fire sacrifice. So, Kali Yuga, what is the yajna? Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi, Lord of Krishna also says. Okay? So, yajna, what is the yajna for each age differs meaning. Okay? We cannot take the exact meaning for what is possible in Satya Yuga, it is possible in Kali Yuga, impossible. But the essence is same whether. Okay? What we can do in the each age differs, but the essence, ultimate result will be same it is. What one can get in the Satya Yuga performing 100,000 years, see your austerities going to the forest. The same one can get by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Kalau deshe nidhe rajan asti ko mahagunan. What he says, Vyasamar? Kirtani vai Krishnasya mukta sangam varam. Krishna has given more than 90% discount to us. Only if you take 10%, yes. So Bhagavatam gives that instruction. So king enthroned, but when he was stopping the worship of the Supreme Lord, performing the yajnas, the same sage just thought that saintly people, oh, we enthroned him, but he is not following the Vedic instructions. He is stopping all the Brahmanas not to perform yajna and worship Supreme Lord. So what is the sinful reaction come up? We are also partly responsible for that. Though sinful activities are being conducted by the people because of the negligence of the king, but it is saintly people who installed him as a king, they also take the partially. Okay? Responsibility. So they wanted to advise, they all came and advised the king that you must not stop the worship, because when the citizen worship, perform the dharma, 1/6 part of the result of that dharma will also go to king. If the whole family, everybody is religious, the following bhakti, some portion of the bhakti done by the children, all dependent in the family, will also go to the head of the family. In the same way, if all the people, citizen, perform the dharma, devotional life. They conduct themselves according to the religious principles. 1/6 part of each citizen will also go to the king. That is how the king is benefited. But in the same way, when the people do not follow the dharma, some part of the adharma, sinful reaction of the people, will also go to the head of the state. Okay, because he is responsible. They wanted to tell the point that when you make everyone worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord will be happy. They want to say that the purpose of human form of the life is to make the Supreme Lord happy. That why we are doing the bhakti? Bhakti, we are performing devotional service, chanting, serving, hearing Bhagavatam. What for? To make us happy or to make Krishna happy? Huh? We are doing the bhakti to make Krishna happy. We are not doing bhakti not for our happiness. That is not the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is unconditional surrender to Krishna. Oh, I want to do bhakti for my happiness means you are selfish. Even if I want that, I want to go to Vaikuntha, so I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra, it is selfish. But Gaudiya Sampradaya teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that there is no selfish motto. Mama janmani janmanishwara bhavatad bhakti rahiti kitai. Only motive of Gaudiya Sampradaya ISKCON devotees is to how I can please Radha Radhanath. You see, this is different between the bhakti of the Gaudiya Sampradaya ISKCON and others. All are great, we don't say not. Very wonderful it is. But between that one is that we want to make Krishna, Radha, Radhanath happy. For that I can create trouble. Oh, in the morning getting up very difficult. I get good sleep. Yes. But for the pleasure of Radha, Radhanath, I will forgive my sleep. I will take trouble to get up. That is sacrifice what the gopis have given. That bhakti which is performed by pure gopis, gopi means pure devotees, is taught to us. Arajyo Bhagavan Prajesha Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kvachidupasana Vrajavadhu Vargenaya Kalpita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that. Vrajavadhu means gopis. Gopis in the mood how they serve Krishna, that is the bhakti. And gopis serving Krishna is in separation, not in with union. In the material world also you can see, I don't know, in South Africa, wife once in a year go to mother's house, or I don't know. In India where they go. Once in a year, the family, wife will go mother's house for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending. Sometimes 2-3 months also, in the beginning. When she is there at home, he goes to office, he never phones whether how are you, I have taken prasadam or not. You know that she is there. In the morning gets up, okay, I want tea, okay, tea is ready. I am hungry, breakfast, everything is ready. Lunch, come and sit, ready. When she goes home, mother's home, and he gets up in the morning, hey, I want breakfast, there nobody. Lunch, no one. So all the time you will remember it when she is going to come back. Do you agree? So in separation we remember more than when we are in union together. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives that we should do bhakti in separation. When you do the bhakti only that time, Lord will be happy. So here Brahmana is trying to tell him, convince him that one should worship the Lord. Because when he is happy, the Supreme Personality Godhead along with the predominating light is very important. Sometimes you don't find Prabhupada anywhere criticizing the demigods. Give the respect. Devotees should not criticize them. We should honor because they are also devotees of the Lord. Every demigod is serving the Lord. They are appointed authorities in the management of the universe. You can see the third canto, which demigod is which department? Same department we have the ministries, water affairs, electricity department, ministers, what we have, we are copying from the management of Krishna's. They are serving the Lord. So they are also devotees. We don't want to criticize any devotee. How can we criticize the devotees of the Lord who are appointed? Okay. So, here they say that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead along with the predominating deities, demigods, is the enjoyer of the results of the all sacrifices in the planet. Okay. The Supreme Lord is the sum total of the three Vedas in the nectar of instruction and third canto of the Bhagavatam. What is the absolute truth? Very wonderful mention. What is absolute truth? Some say Supreme Personality Godhead is absolute truth. No, that is wrong. When you say that, Prabhupada says that when they say God, there is a Ishvara Bhava, controlling authority. When you say God is there, is a controlling authority. But when you say absolute truth, it is complete, which includes of the entire cosmic ego, cosmic creation, living entities, demigod, entire universe, spiritual and material universe, that combinedly one can say is the absolute truth. This point is in nectar of instruction also. Prabhupada stresses on this point. When complete, what is complete whole? In the introduction to Bhagavad Gita also you can read, what is the complete whole? Complete whole is absolute truth. Okay. Because complete whole encompasses everything in the universe, okay? And we, being the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, when we are engaged in service of the Lord, means we are acting according to the instructions of the Supreme Lord, the Lord will please happy. When a family, head of the family, father gives some instructions, children follow, act accordingly, it gives a pleasure to the father. Am I right? In the same way, when you follow the instructions of the Supreme Lord, it gives a pleasure to the Lord. Purpose of the human form of the life is to take the shelter of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj says very nicely. Yadesha Purushasriha Vishnu Spadopa Sarpanam. The living entity is there just to take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Why? Yade sarva bhutanam priya atmeshara srud. Because the Lord Vishnu, Krishna, is the very dear to all the living entities, because he is super soul of all living entities. He is the well-wisher of all the living entities. Priya Surud means well-wisher. There is no one more well-wisher than Supreme Lord Krishna. Why? Prabhupada in other place, right? Because Krishna wants every living entity to come back to his abode. In the Bhagavad Gita, last instruction. What is the last instruction? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Surrender to me, I will liberate you. But nobody wants to get liberated. Nobody wants to surrender. Then Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and says that, you surrender or not, chant Hare Krishna. Is it? Did he say that first you surrender, then you get Hare Krishna mantra? No. Even not surrender, not following the rules, regulation, you chant Hare Krishna. By the potency of the mantra, you get purified, you get surrender. Okay. So surrender must be first principle, but surrender makes it, what is more important is that following the instructions of the Lord. So it's the Supreme Lord sum total of the Vedas and everything. Therefore, your countrymen must engage in the service of the Lord, okay, by performing sacrifices. But he is not written. When he heard that, King Vena was not at all happy. Because he was thinking that I am the sole authority. He was not king of small part of the land, he was king of the whole earth planet. He was thinking that how can these Brahmanas who depend on me advise me? Puffed up with the knowledge. Because he was not trained properly, because situation he became king. Will all the Brahmanas engage in performance of the sacrifices in your kingdom, Lord will be very much satisfied with the activities. When everybody engages in the devotional service to the Lord will be happy. When the Lord is happy, the entire material world will be happy. Seasonal changes will not be there. Just now we can see rain supposed to come in June or January, they will come in somewhere March, April. Winter, no rain should come, but they come. We know it. Because of irregularity. We don't follow the law of the nature, law of Krishna. Therefore, do not stop the sacrifices. If you stop them, you will disrespect the demigods. King Venus said, Balisha batavruyam adharme dharmamanina. Balisha. You say that you are saintly people, you see behaving like a child. How dare you can say that a small boy, the king became king, and he is telling that saintly people are even elder than their grandfather even. And they are telling that you are behaving like childish. That is what happens when you make some unqualified person on for high position, one has to come across such things. Not at all experienced. It is very much regrettable that you are maintaining something which is not religious or accepting. That is the nature of whose nature? When somebody thinks, ham bhogi, ham that, one who got the too much hamta, mine, it's mine, I am so and so. That is nature of whom? 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, what is the 16th chapter? Devasar Sampad Vibhav. What are the qualities of the devatas? Those are devotees and non-devotees, demons. The one who said aham, aham is the demon. Okay. Devotee say what he says? I am nothing. They are nothing mine. Devotee always says that nothing belongs to me. Even me, doesn't belong to me. I belong to Lord. I am part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. I am the eternal servant of the Lord. So there is nothing that I can say it's mine. So how can any material thing be mine? That helps us to understand that free from the possessive nature. Otherwise in the material world, the natural we want to say that it's mine, mine, mine. Nothing belongs to us. Last time I said that 3 types of ego, false ego, we feel that mine. When we are situated in the real ego, that time say that we understand that I am servant of Krishna. The constitutional position of living entity is the eternal servant of Krishna. Jivera Sarupoi Krishna Nityadas. Unless one is properly situated in that position, you will not be able to serve the Lord properly. You will be doing with a false ego. So this is pure devotion. Only one comes to the pure devotional service will be free of the body consciousness, is situated in the soul proper Atma Bhuta Sthiti. We do the service to the Lord with the soul. The soul is serving the Lord, body is the means to serve the Lord. Just we have to remember it. Body is the means to serve the Lord. We are in the material world, we need the material body to serve the Lord. When we are in the spiritual world, Vaikuntha, we get the spiritual body to serve the Lord. The soul needs a body to serve the Lord. If it is in the material world, we need the material body. In the spiritual world, we need a spiritual body. The soul always is the one who is serving the Lord. So, soul being the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, it is always qualitatively one with the Lord, quantitatively minute, infinitesimal, and therefore it got all the qualities of the Lord. And being the part and parcel, it is bound to serve the Lord. Just like children are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, their first and foremost duty of the children is to serve the parents. In the same way, we being the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, we have to, as souls, we have to serve the Lord. That is the bhakti, proper situated, pure devotional service. And Prabhupada gives that King Vena was so foolish that he accused the saintly person of not experience like a small children. In either verse, he was accusing them of not having the perfect knowledge. What is the perfect knowledge? What is the perfect knowledge? Prabhupada gives in the Nectar of Instruction. Understanding his nature, absolute truth, and engaging in devotional service to Lord is the perfect knowledge. Understand? Engaging the loving devotional service to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord is the perfect knowledge. Means you understand that my first and foremost duty is get liberated from the material existence to serve the Supreme Lord. To achieve that, one should engage in the loving devotional service, not just devotional service. Srila Prabhupada never said that bhakti means devotional service. When you say devotional service, it's the duty bound. Oh, how many times a week you come? I get my duties 3 days in a week. We are not serving the Lord duty it is. We are serving the Lord out of the love. You are getting the point. So that's why Srila Prabhupada says the bhakti means the loving devotional service. It is not that I come 3 days in a week, other days, no. If you get that, every time you can come, do service. Whenever you have the time, come to the Lordship and serve it. When there is a love, you don't look for the condition, time, place, anything. Okay. If you love your children, midnight also children not well, you wake up and take care of the children. Isn't it? So in the same way, if you love Krishna, there is no time, place. Anytime you feel free, let me go to temple. Let me do some service. If I don't do services for the Krishna, I will be doing some service for the material things. We cannot be free. No, I am not doing anything, not possible. I am not thinking anything, not possible. Mind is not in our control. Mind will think of material or mind will think of spiritual. It will think it. In the same way, either we will be doing some material work or some spiritual work. Material activity becomes cause of our continuing cycle of birth and death, bondage, and spiritual activity anyway, it becomes cause of the liberation from the material existence. So that is the perfect knowledge. In this way, he could reject their advice and perfection against them. Because he didn't have the knowledge, he was thinking, therefore he rejected the saintly advice. And that too saintly, who appointed him as a king. That is the point. The same saintly, because of those saintly people, that he became the king, emperor. Now the same emperor refusing that people who given that blessings. The purpose of simile is apparent. It is the duty of the Kshatriyas to engage Brahmanas in different types of religious activity. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, in India they take in a negative way. Prabhupada gives a nice example. No matter if it is America, Africa, India, Europe, you will find these 4 categories. Even if you read the Bhagavatam 5th canto, even the Brahmaloka also there is 4 categories. Heavenly planet also go. Different names are there. A division of labor. Like Srila Prabhupada gives in Bhagavad Gita that who are the Brahmanas in the present age? Lecturers, teachers, scientists, doctors, intelligentsia community, the Brahmanas. Administrative class, like that we got the police, defense, soldiers are there, district officers are there, district commissioners are there, judges are there, judicial department. These all are the Kshatriyas. Farming community, cattle protection, business community. We got the supermarkets. Who is running? The one who got supermarket is a Vaishya. The one who plowing the land to produce the grains is the Vaishya. Krishi Goracha Vanijam Vaishya Karma Svabhavajam. And skilled, unskilled labor, We don't need to make this building. We need a skilled labor, machinery, electrician, carpenter. These are the Shudras. So no matter which country, where we go, we need this four type of category of the people. So unfortunately, sometimes, especially Indian community, they take it by birth. No, the birth has nothing to do with qualification of Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra. If the Brahmanas do not worship the king, instead of going to demigods, they are polluted as unchaste women. Okay? So the duty of the rulers, here Kshatriya means administrative class, is they must take care of the who? In the present situation, rulers must take care of the intelligentsia community, like the teachers. If you give the good salaries to the teachers, professors, they can give the good education. If you take care of the intelligentsia community in the society, they will also take care properly. The society will be flourishing. Okay? So Brahmanas are taken care by the management. That's why Brahman not supposed to work. Brahmana's duty is entitled for the charity. Okay. If it does the puja, you won't ask how much money you must give, but one must give the dachina. If you don't give the remuneration dachina to the pujari, we don't get the result. So, that is his entitlement. But he cannot say that I do this puja, you must give 100 rands. No. Then he is Shudra. The moment any Brahmana works for the money, he is a Shudra. Neither demands nothing. It's entitlement, but it doesn't demand. If you give 1 rand, okay, fine. If you don't give anything, I don't have fine. He's happy. So Brahmana means just works everything for the pleasure of the Lord, not nature to accumulate the money. The moment he accumulates the money, is not a Brahmana, he is a Vaishya. Okay? Therefore, such intelligent people who want to serve the society and the Lord without selfish motive, they have to be taken care by the administrative authority so that they can serve, teach the people. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that Brahmanas must be taken by the Kshatriyas. Okay? And the Brahmins in turn will teach all the what is required for the society for prospering. And bhakti also they will teach. So here just today's discussion, small discussion that King Vena accusing the Brahmanas, saintly people, that you want to worship the demigods, whereas I am the one king who is maintaining you. You want to ignore me and worship somebody else. It's like a who? A chaste wife interested in maintaining and giving satisfaction to the paramount. Any question? You are welcome. Okay. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Two quick things. So to take us 54 years if we read one verse a day? That's good because I've been in Krishna consciousness 54 years today. I'm kind of amazed.
You are liberated already.
Thank you. So many verses, these sages have been giving King Vena all this good advice about what to do, and he doesn't seem to be very grateful, does he?
Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi ki jai.